Tiboli are a tribal group of some 70,000 people who live in the highlands of southeastern Mindanao and the Philippines. Over the centuries, their intimate relationship with the lakes, forests, and valleys of their ancestral homeland has guided their way of life. Here they learned how to live harmoniously with their habitat through skillful hunting and gathering procedures and small-scale shifting agriculture. They also developed a sense of the spiritual dimension in the land, lakes, and forests, and a deeply refined ability to communicate with that dimension, especially in dreams. Their contact with the spiritual dimension of life is an ever-renewing source of creative energy for the Tiboli people. It has brought to life and continues to shape their amazingly diverse and beautiful legends, poetry, weaving, and sculpture. It is through this spiritual bond between the Tiboli and the natural world that the earth found a human way to sing and dance. For the Tiboli, each of their instruments has a protector spirit which belongs to the natural substance from which the instrument is made. In the case of the hegelung, which is made of wood, the spirit of the tree becomes the protector spirit of the instrument itself. The hegelung is one of the most popular and versatile instruments among the Tiboli. It is a long-necked lute that has two strings, one fretted, which provides the melody, and one unfretted, whose single tone serves as a background for the melody. This piece of music, called The Woodpecker, Gluyan Khan, one of the foremost musicians of the tribe, imitates the woodpecker's activity, both in the rhythmic melody and in a secondary rhythm, tapped simultaneously against the body of the instrument. Gluyan Khan also has a personal protector or guiding spirit who is the source of his musical knowledge and talent. He describes this guiding spirit as a beautiful woman named Jolinda. In a dream, Jolinda promised him a long life if he learned and continued to play the hegelung under her guidance. Her protection continues to work through Gluyan's music. He even recounts instances where he and others were restored to health by the curative power of his music. In this piece of music, he dramatizes the struggle of a crippled man trying to stand. The soft, delicate music of the Hegelung has intense emotional power for the Tiboli. Ganai Delikan, an outstanding musician and dancer, demonstrates this power with her flirtatious performance. Her guiding spirit taught her both the melody and these subtle body movements, which invite the amorous attention of male onlookers. Ganai's mastery of this piece of music and movement is so alluring that her former husband smashed her Hegelung in a jealous rage because other men could not resist the seductive power of her performance. Music helps the Tiboli express feelings that otherwise would remain hidden or suppressed. Through her lullaby, Nita Dulai complains to her sick child of its negligent father. In a culture where women do not directly criticize their husbands, she would not openly utter these sentiments, but somehow musical form permits her to express her feelings in song. Times of the day affect feelings, and a Tiboli musician plays during that time of day which offers the most sympathetic mood for the tones of his or her instrument. For Maanda, the soft, muted light of dusk has just the right emotional quality to complement the equally soft tones of his bamboo flute, called the sloli. In contrast to these gentle moments, the Tiboli are also sensitive to times which call for strong and powerful instrumentation. For the Tiboli, the bright light of the full moon has a forceful quality. Its power draws Danilo Cassau to play the full resonating tones of these gongs. The power associated with these huge gongs enables them to invoke the aid of powerful, benign spirits and to repel potentially harmful natural events like storms, typhoons, even earthquakes. The gongs also feature prominently at large festive occasions where strong music fits the high spirits of the people. Sometimes the deep-voiced gong is used to complement the liquid-sounding tones of the kulintang. The kulintang is a set of smaller gongs of graduated sizes which are set in a line on a bamboo frame. Here, Spanay Lugan plays a melody on the kulintang, while Danilo Cassau maintains a steady beat on a larger suspended gong. The two instruments work together like the two strings of the hegelung earlier. The kulintang acts like the fretted string, which produces the melody, while the suspended gong functions like the unfretted string, providing a stable background for the melody. Although Tiboli rhythms and beats are often highly complex, practically anything can serve as an instrument. This suspended wooden beam, called the klutang, has more than enough tonal variation to accent the energetic rhythms hammered out by Yebun and Yegumbay. Tiboli play the klutang before planting to invoke the aid of the spirit world for an abundant harvest, and again to celebrate the harvest. At harvest time, even food preparation can be a musical event. The pounding of the newly harvested rice has a special beat which signifies the event and invites all who hear it to a harvest feast. It is above all the sound of the drum that invites the people to join that celebration in dance. The drum, called the tenanggong, is made of bamboo with deer skin stretched over the top and bottom. Its varied beats are always accompanied by someone tapping a rasping beat against the bamboo slats on the floor. movement of the dancers adds the soft jingle of the brass bells on their belts. The Tenungong embodies the happiness and excitement of the people during anniversaries and harvest festivals. Harvest feasts mean nights filled with song, dance and music, where the people enjoy their finest musicians like Lendung and Tawal. The subdued tones of her bamboo zither, called the Saludoi, evoke sympathetic emotions in the listeners. She plays the melody with her right hand, while her left hand maintains a constant accompaniment on a single string. The strings of the Saludoi are actually slivers which have been pried out lengthwise from the bamboo and raised about 1/2 inch from the bamboo surface. The music of the Saludoi, like that of the Hegelung, is so enticing for the Teboli that when the two instruments are played together by a man and a woman, the Teboli assume that the couple are expressing a love relationship. Teboli tunes resonate with the natural world. Flang Bukut creates this tune from the song of a bird. His instrument is the Dwegai. The neck is a single length of wood which is attached to a small body made from coconut shell or bamboo. A single string is stretched from the body to the top of the neck and is played with a bow made from plant fiber. In combination now with the Hegelung, Sol Ayau begins a melody on his Dwegai, which is echoed by Bendali Layul on the Hegelung. In the background, birds add their song to the melody. Many birds, animals, and even insects have important roles in Teboli legends. These legends tell the story of the tribe and invariably draw attention to their dependence on a living world. Melodies that mimic the sounds of these creatures help keep alive the story of the tribe and remind its members to stay on good terms with the natural world. Sickness is seen as an instance where an individual's relationship with the natural world is somehow out of sorts. Yehilda plays the bamboo jaw harp called the kumbing. She maintains that its gentle tones attract benign spirits who help heal the discord between the sick person and the natural world. Since music is so much a part of Teboli life, children are immersed in it. They need no academy of music to study the complex rhythms of the gongs, or to create new melodies on the Hegelung, or even to make and tune their own instruments. It is the life of their tribal community that creates, protects, and transmits their complex and diverse musical heritage. This life is now in danger of being overwhelmed by an industrialized world whose attitudes and technology are disastrously insensitive to the living world. Industrial societies find the ever-renewing cycles of the natural world too slow to keep pace with the demands of their consumer economies. As a result, they pressure the natural world beyond its limits, destroying the air, water, and soil faster than nature can restore them. The industrial consumer world ignores natural rhythms and replaces them with frantic lifestyles that are exclusively organized around economic concerns. Under the onslaught of this earth-consuming progress, Tiboli music and dance cannot survive. The Tiboli themselves cannot survive. The Tiboli know that life comes from the earth. If it dies, they die. But we must come to see that it is not they alone who are being threatened. All people are involved in the destiny of the one earth. The whole world must recover the wisdom of these people who live so lightly on the earth.